He just wrapped up a news conference, gave us new details about the attack and the casualties. He says more than 200 people right now are injured, 52 of them in critical condition, 10 of the 84 killed children.
French President Francois Hollande visited some of the victims at a local hospital just a short time ago. There's video of that. CNN senior international correspondent Atika Schubert is outside the Children's Hospital in Nice. Atika, what are you hearing from your perspective?
Well, we've been speaking with doctors, with victims, family members, and just some horrific details coming out. One doctor we spoke to described the injury, saying these were really caused by massive blunt trauma. People being crushed by this truck or injured because they jumped out of the way but then were caught up in the stampede. And unfortunately, many of those caught up were children. We know of, for example, a 3-year-old boy who was trampled over as people tried to escape. He's in critical care now, still upstairs. There are 3 in serious condition in critical care, and one of them still remains unidentified. These are all children here. We also had a chance to speak with a 16-year-old who she tried to describe to us what she saw, but then broke down in tears because she simply couldn't get the words out. She said it's something that will remain with her forever, the kinds of mangled bodies that were crushed by the truck, and then the sheer panic as she lost her mother in the chaos afterwards. So it's been a very difficult day, a very long night for doctors here. The good news for some people is that some of the families have been reunited, but it is a trauma that's going to live with them for the rest of their lives.
Absolutely. Atika Schubert outside the hospital there. We'll be getting back to Atika for updates on the condition of the patients there whenever that comes. Atika, thanks so much. So U.S. officials, they confirm at least 2 Americans were killed in the attack. The Austin American-Statesman newspaper in Texas reports that the victims were Sean Copeland and that little boy, 11-year-old Brody, his son. They were in Nice for a family vacation.
And now their friends and family in Lakeway, Texas are all grieving. On the phone with us now is Jonathan Paez. He was Brody's baseball coach. Coach, first of all, thank you so much for being with us. Our condolences to you and your community. How did you find out about this horrific news?
We're very close in the Hill Country Select organization, and we have families that are connected to the Copelands as we are. And we were up in New York for a national tournament, and one of the parents broke the news to us after we played our last game, and it's very devastating. We're all trying to get back to Texas to join the rest of the family.
That's understandable. Sean Copeland's niece, coach, tweeted, I don't even know how to put this in words, and kind of sending out a tweet about what happened. I'm sure you feel the same way, and so many other people do around you, but can you put into words, can you tell us a little bit about that little boy that you know so well, Brody Copeland?
Brody was a bright light to us, and he was an amazing kid. He was a promising baseball player, and the Copelands were very involved in our program as far as supporting and helping us get the word out. And very tight-knit group of the program, and we're all just hurting. A lot of overwhelming response, and just trying to help them recover. I don't know how we're going to do that, but we're going to be there for them.
Have you had a chance to either talk to the family or be in contact with anyone who has any sense of how they're doing today?
So we have friends of theirs on this team that I'm with right now, and they've just been communicating through them through text, and they asked me to do this. That's why I'm on the air with you guys. They asked me to share their memory with the world, because that's how great of people those 2 were, Sean and Brody. They definitely were one of a kind, and it's just sad.
Coach, can you do just that? Can you share a happy memory that you have of Brody and Sean, something to share with the world?
The last memory we had, the last thing we did together, we were just in Florida playing a baseball tournament. Sean and Brody and his wife Kim were there, and we would just hang out at the beach, and Sean was excited about going on vacation, and he was just that kind of guy, inviting us to go, and unfortunately we had to work, but just that kind of infectious personality, and that whole family itself is definitely, you hate to see that happen to people like this, as they were great, and now we're just going to help them pick up the pieces and be there for them.
Yeah, Coach, you deal with kids every day and Brody's teammates every day. Have you put any thought into how you're going to talk to them about this?
So that's why I'm trying to get back. I want to be able to be there for these kids when they have questions, and I know their family's going to definitely be there, and I just want to be that other outlet if they need it, and be there for whoever needs me. And that's kind of what the program's about, and it's just one of those things that you can't control, and you hate to see it happen, especially to great people. And it's very unfortunate, and I'm just trying to do anything to help the family right now. As you see, we have a GoFundMe for that family, and we want to make sure they're taken care of best they can be.
I want to make sure we get that GoFundMe information out to the world for you. We have the page kind of up on the TV screen right now, so people can get that information. Coach, you said you're going to help them pick up the pieces and do whatever you can, and they're going to need you. We really appreciate you coming on, and please, when you are in communication with them, please send them our love.
Thank you so much for having me. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
You see the pictures there of Sean and Brody Copeland. They were there, along the promenade, watching the fireworks there on Bastille Day, on a vacation they've been looking forward to for weeks and months together.
Yep, and now their family will be making their way back without them.
All right, coming up for us, we're going to speak to an American, a witness who was just feet away from the rampage, his eyewitness account. That's next.
My advice for looking younger, longer? Get your beauty sleep and use new Aveeno Absolutely Ageless Night Cream with Active Naturals Blackberry Complex. Younger looking skin can start today. New Absolutely Ageless from Aveeno.
Would you like to win the Publishers Clearinghouse $5,000 a week forever prize?